Okay, this is my recipe for Tuscan bread, and I made this beginning portion of it. It's been going for 11 hours. It said 8 to 12 hours. So this is 2 cups of water, a cup of whole wheat flour, 3/4 cups of all-purpose, and yeast. So now I'm going to stir in 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour and some olive oil, and then we'll mix it and see what happens. I'll be back when something is taking place. As you can see, the dough is sticky, which it wants it to be, but the bowl is not clean. And I've been running this for 7 minutes, so we're done. We're going to put it in the oiled container. So 2 hours, it has to double, so going up to around 2 quarts, a little above. All right, so here's my dough, my Tuscan dough. As you can see, it doubled. Didn't take long. It took about hour and a half. Oh, that's nice. Hour 45. That's nice dough. Look at that. Nice and soft and oiled. I know they always say punch it down, but I like to treat my dough gentle. So put it out here. Oh, that's nice dough. I did bread yesterday, so I gotta find me a non-sharp cutter. Oh, I know, I got one of these down here. Yeah, this will work. Whoops, I jiggled my... Yeah, we're still okay. So, because this, you don't want a sharp knife, because it says right there, no sharp knives. So this is my plastic cutter. Now, you're supposed to be able to make 2 loaves with this. Whew. So to me, that would be 1 loaf. But I am making this meatball sandwiches. So, okay. Now I'm going to use my thumbs, because I'm going to do this like a French. There we go. This kind of reminds me of French bread. With the I think it's like a starter or a lengthy sponge or something. 12 hours. When you do it with your thumbs, you want to really get squished in there. And then roll it. And if you're doing a French bread, you want the ends sticking like that, because it's like a French shape. Ah, here we go. This is some nice dough. Very nice dough. This is going to be my oval loaf. I don't know how you make an oval loaf, so just make it like that. Now the book says lightly oil a baking sheet. Well, whoa.
You okay?
Yeah. Oily hands.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, oily hands. Now, I didn't put any salt in this recipe because it said not to. However, I'm going to put, I oiled up the silpat, and it said to put cornmeal. Well, I'm not a big fan of cornmeal. I don't like how it gets in your teeth. Not to mention, if you have somebody with dentures, it's not good for them. So I'm going to try some of my coarser salt. There. So now these are going to go for our meatballs. And then this guy here, it's just like that. And now it says that you put them on the pan and cover with plastic wrap. Alright, so I sprayed some more oil on it because it's just the way I do it. There we go. And it says to let it rise for 1.5. Here's our dough sitting up on top of my toaster oven. And it's got to be for 1.5 hours, and it's 9:30, so 10:30 be 11 o'clock. And we're gonna be cooking with steam today. It says top of immediately add 1 cup of hot water to the baking pan. Oh, so when you're preheating the oven to 425, you set a baking pan on the lowest oven rack. All right. And add a cup of hot water. We'll see if I do that or not. Anyways, that's it. We'll see them when we bake them. So our Tuscan bread, it's been about an hour. Didn't quite go 1.5 hours. This spread out really far. But seems to want to be cooked. My dimple is staying. So that's good. I went ahead and scored them, but this bread is so tender, it doesn't score like my sourdough bread does. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen here. And the book says to cook it with water in the oven. I've never been real crazy about that because I've never been very successful doing it. So I'm opting to not do it. So I'm going to put it in the oven and I'm going to bake it for 40 minutes. This one definitely for 40 minutes, my big loaf. These guys might come out about 20 minutes, maybe 25. We'll see. Once again, I have my tester. So I can test my temperature. I know they always say you can go by the sound of on the bottom of it being hollow. But if you've never picked up hot bread, you don't know what it's like. So I like to go, I just poke it in the middle, try to at least get it in the middle here. These guys over here I think will be done sooner than I realized. I could have probably broke that down into 6 pieces instead of just 4. So we go to do the meatball sandwich. We'll make one of these into 2 for one for me, one side for me and one side for Mike. Pretty cool. We'll be back when I get them out of the oven.